What is up? Guess who's back? I am. Kind of. Did I really go anywhere? I don't know. Anyways, um, I've been sick. Haven't had much luck with getting videos, all that stuff. I'm using my phone. Um, I wanted to make a video, and I actually just kind of started feeling better. Not 100% yet, but Jason did come over past couple days, and we spent some time working on the C10. So that's where I want to take you with a little update on that and a little bit of what I'm doing today. Honestly, didn't really want to record or video then because, I mean, it was just coming off being sick and all that craziness. I just wanted to hang out with my buddy and work on a car. So that's why you didn't really get any of that. But here's the truck. We got the front end done with steering components, brakes, hoses, calipers, control arms, ball joints, all that stuff. You can see under here, of course, it's all kind of blacked out, but everything under there is new and back together. And that's kind of how it sits. Those are definitely not the wheels we're going to go with. But you can kind of see it is back on the ground and lowered. Yank the drive shaft out of it. um, so then we moved to the back. At the end of the day, once we knocked that out and did a few other little things, and we kind of started mocking up the one side for the notch in the back. So we got to that point and stopped. And then today, I came down and finished trimming that notch out and welded it in. It is a bolt-in kit, but with that heavy utility bed and whatnot, we just felt, we agreed that welding it was probably going to be a better choice. So that's what we did. I came down, I started welding. So, and I'm also like, I'm not a welder. I can weld, but I'm not a welder. I learned a new technique kind of with that I'm enjoying because the welds look so much better. And I think it's getting better penetration and all that good stuff. Still lots to learn, but I'll kind of show you what I got and how we set up this rear notch. So this is the notch we put in. You see these holes that are here, and then there's two underneath. That's actually so you can drill holes and bolt this in. But I decided to go ahead and weld every bit of that. And we'll climb over here. Nope. And weld the inside also of this notch. Of course, everything up here is welded, and I feel like that's going to be a lot better in the long run for durability and whatnot. And plus, drilling holes kind of sucks. Drill bits are always crap or get burned up pretty quick and easy. So we welded it, and I like to weld. Anyways, we're on to the other side, and I'm gonna kind of show you where we went with that. As Jason cut out this cardboard template, cardboard, what's that, like arts and crafts board stuff. It's kind of, anyways, I'm not even gonna stop and try and think about that. We'll be sitting here looking at each other for a couple minutes. Anyways, that board works good too. It's got some firmness to it, but cardboard is your friend for cutting things out. So this basically fits inside the notch. And then measure it up. Let's see. pretty much like so. Like that is where the notch is gonna go. And then you mark the inside of this and cut this piece out. So once you get your mark, you're gonna go in, you're gonna cut this piece out, and then you're gonna lay this up there and see if it slides in. And on the other side, right in here, we kind of had to trim on both sides just a little bit. You can see kind of the inside there of this channel. We had to go in there and just kind of make small little cuts to make it fit in the end, because it's a template. You just got to trim a little bit until you get it in there. Then once it slid in there, I used some C-clamps, held it down, and then tacked it in place. Once it, you know, got everything where it needs to go, got tacked it in place and then welded it from there, and that was it. Of course, you can see the rear axle is out of it. Makes it a little bit easier, and plus we are doing a flip kit in the rear to lower it. So that's also why the rear axle's out, and we got to clean it up, go through it and the brakes, all that good stuff. So gonna get this C-notch in, get this side finished up, and then we can work on doing the flip and cleaning the rest of the frame up and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna get after it, and you guys can hang out and watch. Let's see, let me set you up here. But I have me some cut-off disc here. Anybody has a suggestion for cut-off disc? I got these Bauer ones from Harbor Freight. I haven't tried these. They're actually on sale when I was there, so I figured why not. But I was using the Warrior ones from Harbor Freight, and they used to be green. Now they're like an orange. Green ones seemed okay-ish, and then the new ones kind of seem like they're complete crap. So I would like to find some good cutoff wheels that, you know, preferably wouldn't break the bank, but actually last and not fall apart, and you know, you make 2 cuts and it's gone. So all right, I'm unorganized here. I hauled off my grinder or something. It's over there. All right. Get a little bit of safety here. I'm not a fan of wearing big gloves and whatnot. They get in the way, bulky, but it would be recommended doing this stuff, that's for sure. So with this rust and these marks that I made, kind of hard to see. We're gonna go for it. Like what? Alright guys, I just had this battery in there. It was just working. Now it says it's dead. Maybe I can actually edit this stuff and you don't have to watch me fumble around like a fool. But if I can't edit this video and don't very well figure that part out, then you're just gonna have to watch me ramble on and stumble around while I try and make some progress here. All right, let's make a cut or two. Wow, this blade is pretty lame. All right then. All right. See what we got. All right. Take this up a little bit. that disc, where'd it go? It's ate up about half of it, a little bit more. Kind of normal. Seems like it was a little slow cutting, but I wouldn't say it was any better and worse than the other ones I've had. So now that we have that cut out, see, look at that. There we go. That actually went better than the other side as far as needing to trim, stuff like that. I think on the other one, I probably stuck inside the lines that we made. And this time I went to the outside of the lines and gave it a little bit more space because I knew we trimmed that side, so that could be the difference. But as you can see there, it's wedged in there decent. Oh yeah, there's big space over there. So yeah, I guess I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. Sorry about that. Like I said, I've been sick, still getting over it. Let's see. I drop it down here and kind of. We even through there. We kept this thing right. So I think it was pretty close as far as that goes. This template was, I mean, it's the same on either side, but it's like a little bit different of a angle there. Once again, I'm just talking. I'm working my way through this crap, and tape measure every freaking time. Every time. You need a tape measure. It's not there. You can buy 8 tape measures. You're gonna walk around looking for them. One of the 8. And that's currently what I'm doing. Found one. Like I said, you're going along the ride with me. I'm gonna have to get a little bit more organized for these videos too. It's a lot trying to, you kind of just think, well, heck, I'm do this stuff, I'll just record it. Not that simple as far as giving people something worth watching. If you know what I mean. It's, there's good content and there's shitty content. So are you gonna sit around and watch 20, 30, 45 minutes of this if the quality is shitty, the sound is shitty? Probably shouldn't cuss so much either. I know, I'm sure some of you kids probably watching this. So your quality's poop, your sound is poop, your angles are poop. Nobody's gonna want to watch it. So I hate to, beat a dead horse, but I'm figuring it out. That's all I gotta say. So I know the videos in the beginning are gonna be kind of rambling and everywhere and whatnot. So I guess I'm asking for a little bit of grace in that area as I try to give myself some. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna measure 32 and a quarter. 32 and a quarter. So the notches, I just measured from the back of the notch here to the end of the frame, and it was 32 and a quarter on each side. So I think we got them in the right place and they're good to go. Well, I wouldn't say that. I've got to weld this side up. So I will kind of, let's see, I got to get it prepped up to be welded. Can't even talk either. Welder, her, and her. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna prep this area so it can be welded. I'm gonna tack it in, all that good stuff, and get to the point to where this guy is ready. We can move on to other areas. And always take your battery out whenever you're changing your disc or your pad or whatever, because I know it has that little safety on it, but you don't want to F around and find out on that when you're trying to take these things off and you hit the trigger. Yeah, it's just better to slide that battery out. Good practice to have. And another thing on welding on cars. Obviously this one we don't have to worry about it because there's no motor, nothing in it. But unhook your battery when you're welding on a car, doing any type of welding or whatever. I'm sure it's more so the newer cars and whatnot than anything, but like I said, it's a good practice. So that, I was basically trying to kind of brush a line in where this is going before I can get a better grinder on it to get the rest of this rust off and a clean surface to weld. So I can just follow that kind of with this. Alright. Of course, that creates a lot of dust, debris. I like to try and do this stuff outside, but truck is not movable outside. That's why we're gonna wait to clean up the rest of the frame till it's movable again. I like a clean area to work in, so I try and blow as much crap as I can out. Of course, thought I had a dust mask. I couldn't find them. And then I was like, I'm gonna wear a little thing to put over my face. I think about this about every time I do this, and I never do it. Fun fact about me. Anyways, I'll get something and eventually apply it to my thoughts instead of just having the thought. All right, so back to what we're doing here. We're doing a C-notch. And we got it cleaned up pretty decent. I've already made a spot on the frame for a ground, as I did on the other side as I finished it. I believe we're ready to throw this bad boy in there and tack it in. Another thing I'll mention on when we're trimming this side, it's really hard. I wouldn't say you can't, because I'm sure there's somebody out there that can. But as trimming the sides out, sometimes, like on this side, there's actually a fairly decent gap on the inside of this cut to where it's going to be difficult to weld. But what I'm saying is, if you make little cuts out of one side and you get little slivers of metal, long pieces, don't throw them away just yet. Like on this side, I had not a big gap, but it's more of a gap than you want to try and build up and weld. So I actually got that piece, set it down in there, and welded it back into place to take up for that gap. So yeah, don't throw away all your little metal tiny pieces just yet. They may come in handy to get the job done, and I'm probably gonna have to do something like that on this side. So we'll see. I'm gonna get it up there, tacked into place. Just to clean the surface here a little bit and wipe away some of this rust. And then that'll be it for today. Till next time, And I got to scuff this side up a little bit first. Now we kind of got it all cleaned up good enough to out here. like I mentioned before, part of this let's see the gap in there, especially on this cut, how much there is to go versus this side. So I may cut me kind of a piece of metal there to make that work a lot better. Right now, we're gonna weld up all the stuff that we can. All right. Oh, let me get out of here. Turn this off. So that's that. That's where we're at today with the C10. Like I said, we got the front lowered. We got all that buttoned up. We got the rear end out, and we're about to be done with the C-notch. And then we'll work on the flip kit, cleaning the frame up, and getting the rear end and brakes situated. So, yeah, there it is. Kind of how we set up the C-notch. Got it cut out, welded in. Pretty happy with these welds. This is the welds that came from kind of factory with the notch. And then this is my weld. And feel like I did a pretty good job there. Like I said, I'm still learning, still practicing new technique, and then, you know, being consistent with it and all that. So yeah, I like to weld. I like to learn that stuff and get better at it. And we're in here doing some work. Y'all have a good one. Hope you enjoy the video. Like it, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hopefully I can get better at all that and bring you some better quality content down the road. But try not to stress about it so much, because I'm a stressor, I'm a worrier, all that good stuff. So I'm trying to kind of put myself in check and enjoy these builds and actually do some work and then do some videos, not like try and worry about the content so much, because there's a lot that goes into the content from what I've been finding out, and the work that goes into the trucks. So, or cars, all the builds that we're gonna hopefully be doing. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.